So hello friends, welcome to Competition IQ. So as you can see, I'll be teaching mostly through books, and since I am in a job, I don't have much time. So this will take my time also, and this way I will be able to share my knowledge with you. And as I am working in a job, so I don't have enough time, and I can't give much time for preparation. So I thought this will be a good way to teach through books or my old notes for civil service. I have prepared for civil service, appeared in interview also. So I'll be teaching through these my old books and my old notes. So I'll be making videos, and I will try to I'll try to focus on the highlighted portions. Thank you. And I would like to tell you that this is my first video, so I know that quality is not very good, so kindly bear with me and keep supporting, and slowly I would surely improve the quality and content. Thank you. Okay, so today we'll study about Vedic Aryans and Aryans. So there are various views about advent of Aryans, from which country they came. As you can see in this book, मैंने एक बुक से फ़ोटो लिया है और इसको मैंने मार्क किया हुआ है कई जगह, तो इस बुक को फॉलो करेंगे. सो जो आर्यंस की ब्रांच इंडिया में आई उसको इंडो आर्यन कहते हैं. ओरिजिनल होम ऑफ आर्यंस, इसके बारे में काफ़ी डिफरेंट व्यूज़ हैं. सो मोस्ट कॉमनली एक्सेप्टेड व्यू है जो मैक्स मुलर का है. मैक्स मुलर ने इसको आर्यंस को सेंट्रल एशिया से उनका ओरिजिन बताया है, और इसकी जो उसने हाइपोथेसिस है उसका बेसिस उसने लैंग्वेजेस की स्टडी के ऊपर दिया है. जो लैंग्वेजेस की स्टडी हुई है उसके बेस पे उसने ये दिया है हाइपोथेसिस. So as opposed to Max Muller, Indian thinkers, they have given this Sub Sindhu theory. So Sub Sindhu theory के as per Sub Sindhu theory, Aryans they have originated from Punjab only, Punjab and Sindh region. Okay. So advent of Aryans is about 2000 BC, and they came from this steppe land from Poland and Central Asia. So they followed this patrilineal system in which male was the dominant and female was subordinate to him. So आर्यंस जो इंडिया में आए थे वो ईरान से होके आए थे. So there were actually two branches of Aryans. One was called Indo-Iranian, one was called Indo-Aryans, and other was Iranian Aryans. So there are various similarities also in the Sanskrit language as well as the Avesta. Avesta is the language of Avesta is the oldest text of Iranian language, and the most Aryans mostly stayed in this region around Saraswati region, and all the rivers like Jaxtres, Kabul, Swat, Kurram, all these rivers are mentioned in the Rig Veda. So as Aryans settled in India, they had conflicts with the local people. So there are two type of peoples apart from Aryans which have been mentioned in Rig Veda. First was Dasas. They have been mentioned in Avesta also. So they seem to be some tribes which had connection with the Aryans, and Dasyus were the local inhabitant of India, and Dasyus have been described as black skinned. So Aryans, they had more conflicts with the Dasyus than Dasas, and apart from conflict with Dasas and Dasyus, local these Aryans, different tribes of Aryans also fought with each other. So you can see Purs are mentioned. So Purs are Kilas, they were forts, and Indra was the god who destroyed all these forts of the Dasyus. Then, so if we see the polity of the Rig Vedic age, so there were different tribes and they were ruled by chiefs called Rajan. So Rajan, as you can see, he was not an monarch, but he was like first among equals, and he had to take views of tribal councils. Like there was Sabha, Samiti, Gana and Vidhata, and even women participated in the Sabha and Vidhata. So as you can see, and even Purohit, he also held an important place in this polity. So he appears as a tribal medicine man, performing magical ceremonies and muttering spells. So Aryans looked on the king primarily as a leader in war, responsible for the defense of the tribe. So there was no divine origin theory of king. King had a utilitarian view, that king's main role was to protect the tribe from adversary or enemy tribes.